Hope you had a good meditation session with us today and enjoyed with us. Now we will move into the second part of today's session, which is the theory. Today is session number 8 and we are going to see some theory about the Swadistan Chakra. It is also known as the energy center of creativity and pure knowledge. Here in the subtle chart, you can clearly see how the Swadistan Chakra is placed in our spinal cord. It is the second energy center above the sacrum bone, the inverted triangular bone. Here is an enlarged view showing you the Swadistan Chakra, which is yellow in color. We have already seen the position of the Muladhara Chakra in the previous session. Here you can clearly see that the Kundalini energy is placed inside the inverted triangular bone and it is in between the Muladhara and the Swadhisthana Chakra. We already know that the left channel starts from the Muladhara Chakra, goes to the left side of the body, and the right channel starts from the Swadhisthana Chakra and goes to the right side of the body. As explained by Sri Mataji today in her speech, the Swadhisthana Chakra converts the fat cells in our digestion and supplies energy to the brain to replace the gray cells and for the thinking process. Here is an animation of the Swadhisthana Chakra. Even though at a physical level the Swadhisthana is the second energy center along the spinal cord and corresponds to the aortic plexus, at an energetical level, in reality, the Swadhisthana Chakra rotates or revolves around the navel center in the center of the stomach. Here you can see how the Swadhisthana Chakra rotates around the navel center in a circular path in a clockwise direction. And wherever it moves, it forms a boundary of circle green in color known as a void. We will be seeing more details about it in the upcoming sessions, but for now we have to understand that Swadhisthana is physically the second center but energetically the third center, because when the Kundalini energy awakens from the sacrum bone, it first climbs to the navel center, which is green in color. It enlightens the navel center and then enlightens the big green circle and then enlightens the Swadhisthana Chakra. So at an energetical level, the Swadhisthana is the third chakra. The Swadhisthana Chakra corresponds to the aortic plexus on our spinal cord. It has 6 petals. The element of the Swadhisthana Chakra is fire and it is golden yellow in color. The main qualities of the Swadhisthana Chakra is creativity, pure knowledge and pure attention. Now let us see how the Swadhisthana Chakra is projected all over our body. On the head, you can see the yellow dot there, which is the Swadhisthana Chakra. It is actually above the ear and behind the ear actually. In front of the ear is the temple region, which is another energy center, but the Swadhisthana is above and behind the ear. The thumb in both our left and right hand correspond to the Swadhisthana Chakra, as the nerve endings from this plexus terminate in the thumb. And in the feet, it is represented as the third toe, which is yellow in color, given to you in this picture. So these are the overall reflections of the Swadhisthana Chakra in our body. To repeat, number 2 on the spinal cord, number 2 in the thumb, which is represented yellow in color, number 2 in the feet, which is the third toe, and number 2 above the ear, that is the Swadhisthana Chakra. Now if we see behind the head, we already know that the Muladhara Chakra is placed in the optic lobe at the center, and the Swadhisthana Chakra, which is yellow in color, is around it. The Swadhisthana Chakra is also represented yellow in color in the upper arm, in between the shoulder and the elbow. Also the thigh region. It is represented in both the left hand side and the right hand side. So these are all the projections of the Swadhisthana Chakra in our body. So when we meditate, if we feel any tingling or pricking or heat or pressure in any of these regions, that means the Swadhisthana Chakra is having some imbalance and needs some correction. The Swadhisthana chakra, as explained, is the aortic plexus. It takes care of the kidneys, endocrine pancreas, testes in men, ovaries in women, the liver, which is a very important organ for meditation. The main function it physically takes care is detoxification of the blood, provision and regulation of metabolic energy, particularly the glucose metabolism, bile production, and it also governs the quality of creativity, aesthetics, learning, concentration. So, to summarize, this energy center looks after the function of the liver, pancreas, spleen, uterus, intestine, ovaries in women, testes in men, and metabolism. And the main qualities of the Swadhisthana as discussed are creativity, pure knowledge, movement of our attention, dynamism, spontaneity. These are all governed by this energy center. Now let us see some of the qualities of the Swadhisthana chakra in detail. The main quality, as we said, is the power of creativity. So when the Swadhisthana chakra is in a good shape in a person, the person becomes absolutely creative. As Sri Mataji explained in the talk today, he becomes extremely creative. We have seen many artists throughout our history who have excelled and created beautiful artworks. Say it music or art or sculpting or whatever the profession they are able to provide or create and show their talents in a very beautiful way. For example, Mozart is a great musician, Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, they are great painters and sculptors. All their work has survived the test of time and still they are regarded as great masterpieces. These paintings and sculpture works done by great artists are more than 500 years old, but they are still regarded as great works and still being praised by all of us. They can also excel and be very good in sports activities or extracurricular activities like dancing or handling music instruments. They can be very, very talented people. Or even at the level of a school, the student can be very, very dynamic and perform very well in his studies and excel also. Or in whatever profession they are, they can be very knowledgeable and be very creative in expressing their work. We have even seen great scientists in history with whom we are mentally not able to cope up with. Now let us see what are the reasons for which the Swadhisthana chakra may go into an imbalance. Lack of attention. If we have a wandering attention and we are not able to concentrate steadily, that means our Swadhisthana chakra is having a problem. Students studying in school or college or even people working in their office can suffer from unsteady attention, which can really put their performance down. Reading of books in excessiveness. Reading is a good quality, but we should not go to the extreme of reading, which can put a lot of pressure on the Swadhisthana chakra. Excessive thinking, because the Swadhisthana chakra is the energy center which supplies energy to the brain for the thinking capacity. So if the person is always thinking and indulged in futuristic worries, then all the energy from the energy center is supplied to the brain for the thinking and it starts neglecting the organs which it is taking care of. And that is how the Swadhisthana chakra can go into an imbalance and the organs can get into physical diseases and malfunctions. Now let us see how we can clear or balance the Swadhisthana chakra. Sri Mataji explains that after the awakening of the Kundalini and getting our self-realization, we have these cool vibrations flowing in our hands. So we can use our hands and the vibrations from our hands to clear our energy centers. This is known as a bandhan on a chakra. We already know what is raising of the Kundalini and taking bandhan. That is a protective shield, and this is another bandhan. To do this, we have to keep the left hand palm open on our lap to receive the vibrations, and with the right hand we can give a circular motion in front of the energy center without touching it physically. We have to rotate the right hand in a clockwise directions as clearly indicated to you by arrow marks in the picture. The right hand is the hand of the action, and hence we use the right hand to do this rotary motion around the energy center. When we do this bandhan around the chakra, we can literally feel the pressure or the imbalance coming out of the energy center and collecting in our hand in the form of a heat, and we can literally throw it out. In the beginning, we may not be able to feel it, but with regular practice of meditation, when our awareness improves, we can literally feel it with our hands. So here is a video where this lady is explaining how to take this bandhan on the chakra. Now you can see with the right hand, she is giving a bandhan on the heart chakra at the level of the heart, and you can clearly see she is rotating her hand in a clockwise direction and removing the negativity from the chakra. Because when the Kundalini energy rises along the spinal cord, if there are any blockages or imbalances in the chakras, then the energy struggles to move up. So we can help our Kundalini to move up freely by clearing our chakras and by giving a bandhan on it. So when it comes to the Swadistan chakra, which is at the level of the hip in the region of the belt, so we have to give a bandhan in front of the Swadistan chakra, as you can see in the right hand side picture. So left hand we can place it on our lap, palm open to receive the vibrations, and the right hand we can rotate in a clockwise direction in front of the Swadistan chakra to remove the imbalances. After giving a bandhan on the chakra and removing the imbalances, we can place the right hand on the center Swadhisthana chakra, and we can pass the vibrations into the energy center to activate the energy center. While passing the vibrations into the energy center, we can also try to remember to nurture the quality of that energy center. In this case, we can take the affirmation that I want to have the pure creativity within me. This is how we can vibrate and activate the energy center with our hand. Another clearance is the foot soaking. This is something which we do commonly every day. The foot soak removes the imbalances and impurities from all our chakras and all our energy channels. So it is a very simple and easy technique to balance all our chakras and channels. In the previous session, we have seen that every energy center has projections in the left hand side and also on the right hand side energy channels. So in the case of the Swadhisthana, here you can see the chart. It has a projection on the left channel, which is known as the left Swadhisthana chakra, and on the right channel it has a projection called as the right Swadhisthana chakra. Now we will see some details only about the left Swadhisthana chakra. The left Swadhisthana chakra is felt only in the left thumb. If you feel any tingling or pricking only in the left thumb, that means the left Swadhisthana chakra is having an imbalance and needs more attention and clearance. If we feel the third toe only on the left leg, behind the head, we know that the channels cross at the level of the sixth energy center and move in the opposite directions, and hence the Swadhisthana chakra is also placed in the opposite sides. you can see the number 2L, which represents the left side of the Swadhisthana chakra. It is actually on the right side of the head because the left channel crosses and goes to the right side of the head. So we already know about the overall reflections of the Swadhisthana. And if we feel only the left upper arm and the left thigh, that means the left Swadhisthana chakra is having an imbalances. This is how we can decode our catches. Now let us see what are the qualities in particular for the left Swadhisthana chakra. The left Swadhisthana chakra quality is a desire power. Whatever we desire comes from our left Swadhisthana chakra. So this is a very, very important chakra and a gateway for all negativities to enter into our subtle system. If our desires are impure and constantly we are getting impure desires, then we open the gates for all kinds of imbalances to come inside us. Desires may include impure desires and pure desires. Impure desires are some examples like drinking or smoking or any kind of a bad habit. So all these things first come as a thought in our mind because our desires are impure. That means our left Swadhisthana chakra is having an imbalances. On the contrary, if the left Swadhisthana chakra is strong, then the person will have pure desires. Desires which will not destroy him. Like for example, desire to study well, or desire to get married and have a healthy family, or desire to accumulate wealth in a honest way. So these are all some desires which are pure. Sri Mataji explains there is only one pure desire, the purest form of desire, which can give us complete satisfaction. All other desires are temporary. Even if we achieve our desires, our goals, we may jump to the next desire. But when the purest desire is achieved, we become a very content person. It doesn't mean that we will not have any more desires. It means that we will be away from impure desires. So this desire, which is the purest desire, is nothing but the desire to be one with our spirit, to have our yoga, our union. This is the purest form of desire one can have. The second quality of the Swadhisthana chakra is the knowledge. We have seen all through history, mankind has improved his knowledge at various stages and civilizations and accumulated a lot of knowledge from the outside. All the knowledge we have is from the books or what we hear from others and what we have discovered in the past. So these are all the knowledge which is outside us. Sri Mataji explains that the pure knowledge is the knowledge of the self. This knowledge we have never had before in our life, before the awakening of the Kundalini. This knowledge of the self is nothing but the knowledge on our own central nervous system, where we can feel our own chakras and own energy channels. We can find out what is wrong in us and what is right in us. We can correct ourselves and become a better person. This knowledge is already inside us, in our left Swadhisthana chakra. This knowledge is not outside in the books. We cannot get it from the library or we cannot get it from anywhere outside. This knowledge is secretly hidden inside us and it can be awakened with the awakening of the Kundalini energy. So now let us see some of the clearances by which we can bring our left Swadhisthana chakra into our control or balance. Again, foot soaking is a very good technique. But if in general the left side chakras are having a problem, we can do a foot soak with warm water. Since the left channel is cold, and if we feel the left Swadhisthana is having imbalance more, then we have to use the warm water to bring it into a balance. Next is we can give a bandhan on the left Swadhisthana chakra. We already explained to you what is a bandhan on a chakra and how to give a bandhan. So in particular, we can give this rotary motion or the bandhan on the left Swadhisthana chakra. We can keep the left hand palm open in our lap, and with the right hand, we can place the right hand in front of the left Swadhisthana chakra in our hip belt region and give this clockwise rotation 7 to 21 times and remove the impurities and negativities from the left Swadhisthana. After we give the bandhan and remove the negativity from the chakra, we can place the right hand on our left Swadhisthana chakra, pass the vibrations into the chakra, and remember the qualities of the chakra. So here we can take the affirmation, let me have the pure desire. Let me give up all my impure desires. Let me have the pure knowledge, the knowledge of my own self, which I have never had before. All other knowledge is also knowledge, but it is of the outside. And this is the knowledge of the inside. If the left Swadhisthana problems are persistent and little bit severe, we can use the fire element to clear the left Swadhisthana. We have already seen how to give a rotary clockwise motion with the candle or the fire on the left side chakras when we were seeing about the channels in our previous sessions. So we can use this fire element. Keep the left hand in our lap palm open, the right hand we can hold the candle and rotate this fire element in front of the left Swadhisthana chakra to give it a little bit of heat and light to clear this chakra. In this video, the person is showing to you the motion in a very fast way, but you should not do it in that way. You should do it very, very slowly with complete attention so that it will help to clear the left Swadhisthana chakra. Another way is to also meditate with 3 candles around our left side. This technique also we have seen in our previous sessions. So the fire element really helps the left Swadhisthana to clear out and bring it into a balance. The more stronger the left Swadhisthana chakra, the stronger our fortress is and no negativities can enter inside us. So this is a very, very important chakra to be taken care of. We have to check our desires. Now we will see some details about the right Swadhisthana chakra. The right Swadhisthana chakra is on the right side of the body, on the right channel. In the hands, it is represented in the right thumb, which is highlighted in yellow color. If you feel only the right thumb, that means it is showing an indication or a blockage in the right Swadhisthana chakra. In the feet, it is the third toe on the right leg alone. And also on the head again, the right Swadhisthana chakra is on the left side of the head, because the right channel crosses at the level of the forehead and goes to the left side of the body. It is mentioned by the number 2R, that is the right Swadhisthana on the back of our head. These are the overall reflections of the right Swadhisthana in our body. And also, if we feel the right upper arm and the right thighs, that is also an indication of the right Swadhisthana, and this is how we can decode our catches. Now let us see what are the qualities of the right Swadhisthana chakra. One of the very important qualities of the right Swadhisthana chakra is the power of attention. Now we get a lot of thoughts in our mind, but we can clearly see where our attention is going. Are we able to keep our attention in the present moment, or we are running behind our thoughts? Even when we are studying, we can clearly see are we able to remain in the present moment? Are we able to concentrate well? or we are sitting in front of the book and thinking about something else. This clearly shows the power of our attention. If this energy center is in a good balance, then our attention will be very, very strong. We can always keep our attention in the present moment very easily, concentrate 100% on what we are doing, and we are able to excel in whatever we do, be it studies, work, arts and science. Whatever we do in any walk of life, we can be very successful and we can give complete performance to it. And Sri Mataji explains, as we evolve in our meditation, our attention power becomes more and more subtler and much, much stronger. Sri Mataji explains that the liver is one of the most important organs for meditation. It is the seat of our attention. It is one of the biggest glands in our body. It is on the right side of the body below the rib cage. It is partly taken care by the Swadistan Chakra, the lower portion, and the upper portion is taken care by the navel center. So let us see how to clear the right Swadhisthana Chakra. Food soaking again, but all the right side channels we know are hot in nature. So if we persistently feel only the right Swadhisthana Chakra, we can take a foot soak in cold water or even ice cold water to bring it into a balance. We may also place an ice pack on the liver on the right Swadhisthana Chakra, on the right side of the stomach. We have talked about this in detail when we discussed the channels, but yet it is good to be reminded. So we can keep this ice pack on our liver and meditate for quite some time to cool down our liver. We may even tie this ice pack around our waist with a cloth, and we may continue to do our housework or any other activity, but keeping the ice pack on our liver for 10 to 15 minutes to cool it down and to bring it into balance. We can also give a bandhan on the right Swadhisthana Chakra, as explained before. Always remember, the left hand should be palm open on our lap and the right hand should be used to give the bandhan on the chakra, because it is the hand of the action. So we have given this rotary symbol at the location of the right Swadhisthana Chakra at the level of the belt in the hip. So with the right hand, we can give a rotary motion around the right Swadhisthana Chakra to remove the impurities and imbalances from this energy center. Once we have finished giving a bandhan on the right Swadhisthana Chakra, the next step, we can pass the vibrations to it. So in order to pass the vibrations on the right Swadhisthana Chakra, we can keep the right hand palm open on our lap, and the left hand we can keep it on the right Swadhisthana, as you can see in this picture. So while meditating and passing the vibrations on the chakra, we have to remember the affirmations or the qualities of this chakra. So here we can say in our mind, let me have the pure attention. Let me strengthen my attention so that it is not wavery and I am able to remain in the present moment and be more creative. So we have come to the end of this session almost today. So let us quickly have a recap of what we have seen today. We have talked about the energy center Swadhisthana Chakra, how it looks, where it is placed in our body, what are the physical organs it controls, how it can damage and how to balance it. We have seen a lot of treatments today. We need not start doing all the treatments blindly as explained earlier. We should start doing it only if we feel any imbalance or severe damage on those chakras. But in the coming week, for the next 7 days, we would suggest that you can do the following balance to work on your Swadhisthana Chakra. you can give a bandhan on the left Swadhisthana chakra and then pass on the vibrations and take the affirmations for the left Swadhisthana, which is pure knowledge and pure desire, and meditate on the left Swadhisthana chakra. In this way, we can balance the left Swadhisthana chakra. After that, we can balance the right Swadhisthana chakra by giving a bandhan on the right Swadhisthana chakra and then passing the vibrations on the right Swadhisthana and meditating on it and giving the affirmation that let me have the pure attention power. We can do these steps for 2 to 3 minutes or until you feel vibrations. And finally, the third step, we can balance the center Swadhisthana chakra, for which we can give the bandhan on the center Swadhisthana chakra to remove the negativities and impurities. And then by placing the right hand and passing on the vibrations, we can take the affirmation, let me have the pure creative power, and then meditate on the center Swadhisthana chakra for a few minutes. Once we balance all the 3 sides of the Swadhisthana chakra, we can keep both the hands palm open in our lap and we can close our eyes, put our attention and meditate for a few minutes. So let us try to do this practice of working on the Swadhisthana chakra in the coming week. Hope you have learned something new today in this session, and we hope that you are practicing the meditation at home. Kindly do keep up the practice of meditation and foot soaking regularly. And if you are having any doubts, you can always contact us and visit us in our centers. Have a nice week ahead. Take care and bye.